Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We just did a little bit more work, I guess, on our stuff yesterday. We accidentally did the Valentine thing, but other than making Mars upset that we didn't pick her, I'm not sure what effect that choice has had yet. So, we did have another festival in which we lost the science fair. I figured we would. It requires a lot of cards. I guess I need to get rid of cards because I have a lot of 0-point cards. I need to see if there's a way to look at my deck and see what I have. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we did leave off out in this area. I guess we'll go after this. You walk into a clearing and immediately stop in your tracks. There's a Unisaur here. You've seen them before, but they still fill you with a sense of awe. Let's be as quiet as possible. I'm sure we've done this before. 27. Okay. I don't like that one. I mean, it would even out with this, though, if I did it like that. But I'm not sure that's the best option. So that was 0. And that was 1. I wonder if I could do it backwards, like, not that, 3, then like 2, and then 2, see if it gets me more. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but it actually gets me more points than the other ones. Let's see. I actually don't like that card a whole lot. But if I guess if I set that one there and then that one, it doesn't really change the value. 3. Okay. And I guess I'll do 2 here. 0, 4, and then I guess 5. Okay. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall, on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your holopalm, but you know you can't share it or you'd get caught for sneaking out. We have had this one before. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful, for Tumna is a magical place. Okay, I was just trying to get past that. I'll have to do this one too. Okay. The path here is engulfed in it by a dust tornado. It whirls and twirls, not showing any signs of moving away. I could do that. My perception is pretty good, actually. Okay, I'm gonna do 0, 1. And then 1, see what... That really doesn't help. I have this one, which bothers me. Okay, probably is better like that. Okay, so 0, 2. Oh, that should... Hold on. That's even better. 3. So that's at least matching colors. And then we'll do that 5 right there. Okay. And then... Let's do 3. Ooh. 0, 0, 2, and 2. Okay. You shut your eyes hard against the swirling dust and somehow manage to walk in a straight line through it. Once you pass through and turn around, the dust storm settles. You wonder if walking through it somehow caused it to die down. And I guess I'd have got another card as well. Oh, there's stuff down there. You stop for lunch, eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouses, a watermelon, nice and sweet, like a more solid potato pod. You munch away, spitting out the seeds. Let's just practice spitting seeds. Should we do that? Yeah, let's do it. You take the challenge seriously, lining up targets and keeping score. Your aim improves. Okay, so I just got a thing. Oh, Dis is out here. The second sun is beginning to set, and you're planning your route back to the gates when you spot Dis in the distance. He waves you over. Hi, Heather, he says gloomily. He sighs. I wish we didn't have to go home. I wish we could stay out here forever. Yeah, me too. What if, he begins, what if we didn't go home? Today, I mean. What if we stayed out and camped overnight? He gestured to the pack on his back. I brought a tent, just in case. And a perimeter sensor, and I found a spot near the depot that looks safe. Yes, let's do it. Dis sets up the tent while you place the perimeter posts around the edge of the clearing. If anything trips this invisible wall around your campsite, at least you'll know about it. Without even saying goodnight, Dis crawls into the tent and takes off his jacket and stuffs it behind his head, then curls up in a ball facing the wall. He falls asleep almost immediately. You crawl in beside him and pull a thermal blanket over yourself. You're exhausted from a long day of hiking in the jungle, so despite the excitement of being out in the wild at night, you quickly fall asleep as well. You both wake to the blaring alarm and bright lights filling the campsite. It's the perimeter alert. Something must have triggered it. Dis sits bolt upright and looks at you with wide eyes. Should you go out there? I mean, we kind of have to, don't we? So we have to do 27. Okay, let's do 1. Okay, I'm thinking not that one. Let's do 0, 3. Because that should get the bonus for that. And then that one. Duplicate when drawn. Okay. That's -1 to toughness challenges. But this is not a toughness challenge. This is bravery. Okay. Duplicate. And then we'll go ahead and add that one in. All right, so let's do... Oh, that's becoming a carnivore. That was the eating the bug one. Okay. So let's do... 3, 0... Well, 0, 1, 4. Okay. So we did win that, but that doesn't mean there's not something else there. You both carefully open the door and peek out through a crack. Nothing. Whatever it was, the light and noise must have scared it off. The sun is almost up, and you're definitely not getting back to sleep after that, so the two of you eat soy rations and quietly watch the sunrise over the jungle together. When the surveyors open the gates and start prepping for the day, you pack up your gear and go home. You expect the worst, but nobody even noticed you were gone. You left the privacy curtain on your bed closed, and your parents must have come in late and left early, thinking you were asleep there the whole time. You're lucky, but it almost makes you feel a little sad. You're back. You spent the month exploring. Okay. Bravery and perception. Okay, what else do we want to do? Anyone to talk to? Not really. Oh, Dis, right here. Dis is sitting in the bed of one of the expedition vehicles, tinkering with a bit of tech. He tries to hide it when he sees you, but it's in so many pieces that he only manages to shove some behind him before he gives up and glares at you mistrustfully. What do you want? What are you doing? Dis squints at you. Promise you won't tell on me, he says. Promise. They weren't using it, he starts, already sounding defensive as he turns the biggest piece of the device over in his hand. It was just sitting there in command, so when they weren't looking, I took it. I took it, and no one noticed. He seemed excited about the fact. I think it's part of a communication device, he says thoughtfully, so I'm trying to figure out how it works. I want to talk to the aliens. Just be careful, okay? Dis nods and fiddles with the device. Who cares, he says. People on Earth use stuff like this, thinking that it could pick up the voice of ghosts, Dis says. But it was probably just radio waves, so I figure if I'm looking for radio waves... Aliens have to exist, he continues, quietly but with great conviction. They have to. You can't have this much life on a planet without some of it being smart, like we are. He sighs. I just want to talk to them, he says. Maybe I'd fit in more with aliens than I do here. Anything is possible. Dis nods and looks outward, into the mushroom forest. I know you're just trying to be nice, he says quietly. Even if you think we're really alone out here, and you're just lying to make me feel better, it's still nice. Okay. I do kind of think that exploring is the fun part, but I think maybe we do need to perhaps get up like toughness. I'd like to do the animals though, but it doesn't do that much of the animal stuff. Relax on the wall. Forget one memory optional. It's like that would give me combat and animals. And if I did animals, I could hang out with my dad. But that is quite a lot of animal, and I'm not sure that we'll get that. We could do toughness. That's more than most of the things that we could do to get toughness. I guess let's do this. You're pulling weeds from the garden beds when you see Cal scurry past you, moving with a purpose. He doesn't even stop to say hello before he disappears into a barn. Let's follow him. You slip into the barn behind Cal. He's so absorbed in whatever's in that broken storage box that he doesn't hear you. You can do it, he whispers. Come on, go, go, go. You creep forward, but the barn door creaks closed behind you and Cal jumps. Heather, he says, moving between you and the box. What do you need? What's in the box? Cal clenches his fist. Nothing. It's nothing. Whatever Cal is going to say next is interrupted by a chirping noise from the box. Cal gasps and whirls around, and you both rush forward to look. Inside the box is a pink caterpillar-like creature about the length of your arm, blinking up at you with big, multifaceted eyes. Its mouth parts wave at you and make a clicking, chirping noise. It hatched, Cal says. Hey, little baby, welcome to the world. What is it? Dunno, Cal says. I looked it up on the Surveyor archives, but nobody's found anything like it before. It's true, you have no idea what this creature is. You knew about this thing? Yeah, it showed up in one of the first shipments of mushwood, he says, rubbing its little nose, just curled up in a little cocoon. It looked like a dried up leaf, but warm. I didn't want to just throw it away, in case whatever was inside was still living. And no one was using this busted up storage box, so... Cal put the small creature on his shoulder. What are you, little buddy? Cal asks. You look like a big old caterpillar, but cuter. The creature yawns, showing off circular rows of tiny, even teeth. It nestles against Cal's neck as he scritches it under the chin. Maybe we call you a dilly-pillar? He touches one of the 6 white-capped feet. Socks. Socks the dilly-pillar. I hope nobody finds out. Same here, Cal says. Do you remember Mrs. Manners? The mouse we found on the stratospheric? The grown-ups wouldn't let us keep her. He frowns. I wonder what happened to her in engineering. Maybe Tange knows. I don't think you want to know, man. I have to hide her, Cal says, looking around. Think she'll be okay if I keep her in the broken storage box? He places Socks gently into the box and closes the lid. Go back to sleep, little buggy wuggy, he croons. Sleep tight. I hope it has air holes. Okay. So that little caterpillar kind of looks like in Teen Titans Go, the one that Starfire has. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, we're gonna have to, well, we just got it. I mean, it's fine. We won. It's fine. We probably could have done better, but it's okay. I got an extra toughness. Okay, somebody's birthday was early wet. Where's my friends? Was it hers? Early wet. Okay. How about we give her one of these? Well, I've had better birthday gifts, Mars sighs, rubbing one of the petals. But this will look nice in my hair, I think. Thank you. Learned Mars likes yellow flowers. Okay. Anyone else we can talk to? I think they did say to kind of focus just on a couple things, and we're pretty far up in biology, so I think maybe we need to work on that. So let's study life science. This week in biology class, you're studying sugar bugs. This native species looks like purple marshmallows about the size of your fist, all puffy and squishy and kind of cute. They don't move or do much, but if you tickle them, they exude an edible syrup from a hole at the top of their bodies. And now, Professor Howell says, you're going to dissect one. Writing an essay plus 1 if the card is... the previous card. I don't want to do that, thank you. Instead, you and Cal write an essay about the strange creatures. Cal looks relieved. I'm taking mine home with me, he says, petting it sweetly. It spurts out a bit of syrup and Cal laughs. I think that means she's happy. While researching for the essay, you learn that the sugar bug can actually regenerate after being cut into tiny pieces. That's how it reproduces. Your teacher probably was planning to surprise you with that fact. The morning after the dissection, the classroom is filled with whole, happy sugar bugs once more. That's okay, I didn't want to do that. Okay, card gets 1, so we'll do you. 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 And then let's see. No, so we have to change it around a bit. We could probably do one of these. +2 to a card. No, I don't. I want to do one of these. How do I get that to work? Yes. Okay. Okay. That wasn't great, but we did win. I don't know why that one has a -1 on it. That's fine. That's what those are for anyway. Alright, new perk. Native botany unlocks xenobotany research in geoponics. Okay, that might be interesting. Cal has something to say. Does anyone else have something to say? Apparently, just through stuff, Cal, I think, seems to be high on the friendship. Hold this to your head now, my darling, you hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach. Hello, Heather, Tira greets you with a kind smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrance just took a tumble off something he shouldn't have been climbing. Mom, Cal complains, it wasn't that bad. Are you going to be okay? I'm okay, Cal reassures. I just bonked my head a little. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile, even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over to you. Don't let him show off for you, Heather. Ground-based feats of bravery only, for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tira laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protests, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mother. Okay. Did that give me a card? Okay, so memories are the cards. I guess what I would want to do, is start getting rid of, like, these. And maybe, like, this. And crawling. This one at least does something, but we'll start getting rid of these when possible. What do I want to do? It would be nice to go out, but the only problem with that is we don't have much stuff going on. I could do relaxing on the wall. That increases our stress, I think, more than this. But I guess let's do some defense training. We can get some combat that might help us later on. And animal stuff. Part of self-defense is training your body so that it can be ready for any situation. The security chief has you running laps, jumping through tires, climbing walls, and sprinting back and forth. He has this inverted anti-gravity pad that makes your limbs feel super heavy. When you do jumping jacks on it, and then do them again in normal gravity, it feels like you could jump straight back up through the wormhole. It's exhausting, but not that different from sports ball training. I'm pushing myself so hard. Okay. Oh, we got 20. You're getting stronger every day, but at what cost? You go home every night and soak your aching muscles, hoping that you won't hurt as much in the morning. You feel like you're getting your butt kicked. Okay. 16 is not that bad. Okay, so let's do... Probably don't want that one. Let's do 3. Well, we're going to have to, actually. 3. Because it's giving us those negative 2s. 4. And 5. Okay. Okay, so it is now mid-wit. We never did find out what her birthday was. Let's see. Anyone to talk to? No. We are going to have to rest this time. And I guess we'll do that in the next episode. I'm going to go ahead and end this one right here. And in the next one, we'll rest, and then we'll pick up and do other stuff. I do like the exploring. That's actually my favorite part. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!